Yo, this is Eternal Plays Pokemon Violet. We have arrived at the final gym in Scarlet and Violet. This is the Glaseado Gym. This is when the fight against Grusha, who is the Ice type gym leader. So Ice is the final type. Quite funny because Grusha was actually one of those trainers that was first introduced in I think the trailers up to the game. So yeah. He is actually the last gym leader. Some people thought maybe he was one of the first, but no, he's the last one. The 8th and final gym. How will it do though? We'll see. Heal up our Pokemon. So Ice is the typing to face off against Grusha. We have different Pokemon to use. So Garganical is good, but be warned. Bramblegas is bad because he's grass. Grass is weak to Ice. Palmot is good because it's a fighting type. Fighting is strong against ice. Scalediard is great because, again, he's a fire type, strong against ice. Clodsire is bad because it's a ground type, weak to ice. And Azumarill is neutral. Water and fairy doesn't really have anything to do with ice. But if there's some dual types, it can be good or bad. But yeah, as you can see, good, bad, bad, neutral. So we have 3 good, 2 bad, and 1 neutral Pokemon. In other words, we should have little problem to defeat Grusha unless his Pokemon are stronger than we think. But how strong are they? Let's go inside the gym and at least undergo his test to see what we have to do in order to earn that final badge. It's interesting what kind of test we have to do this time around. Oh, Nemona, of course you're here. Citano! It's finally time for your last gym, right? I heard from Rika. But I'm 0% worried about you. I know you got this. Even La Primera seems like she wanted to keep an eye on you. Maybe I'll go find her so we can cheer you on together when you battle the gym leader. So go have a battle and that's fruitful for you and for the crowd. She just never stops amazing. Does she? No. Actually I guess there's Palmot in the start now, because I think Palmot hasn't been used in a while. Welcome to the Glaseado Gym. Let me register you as a challenger. Your name is Citano, yes? Great! Now, in order to face the gym leader Grusha, you first need to pass the gym test. Here at the Glaseado Gym, that means doing the Snow Slope Run. Ride a Pokemon down designated course and try to reach the goal within the time limit. To start your test, just head out of the gym and go up the slope to your left. We'll fill you in on the details there. Now get out there and have fun! A Snow Slope Run, okay. Well, if you played Mario 64, you probably know what these things are, right? Yeah, you rise down the track. Pretty basic. Basic-ish, I guess. So, in order to do Snow Slope, you need to go, I think it's... Was it behind the gym? Or was it up from the Pokemon Center? It wasn't at least up the gym, at least. Here's an item. Ice Terra Shard. It's very nice. So, Terra Shards are very useful. If you get a 50 of one type of Terra Shard, you can use them and then you can go to a place in Medley. They can change your Pokemon's Terra type to the Terra type to which you exchange your Terra type shard from. So if you have, let's say, 50 Ice type Terra type shards, then you can change your Pokemon to an Ice type. Which is nice. I guess this guy is the one we have to talk to. Let's talk to this guy. Hey there! I've been waiting for you. This is where the Snow Slope Run starts. Your task is to ride a Pokemon all the way down this course. It's like a slippery nature trail. Reach the finish line within the target time and you will have passed this test. So, ready to attempt the gym test by taking on the Snow Slope Run? I'm ready to go. Let's get this started then. Enjoy the winter wonderland on your way down. Ugh. Couldn't even think about it. We're soon gonna have snow in real life as well. I mean, sometimes summer can get too hot, but spring and fall is good seasons. I prefer spring though, because it usually gets warmer after being cold. But not no good when it comes too warm. Anyway, let's go. Take on the snow slope run. 3, 2, 1, go! It can be a bit hard to maneuver here, I guess, but I mean, if you watched alpine skiing, for example, you know how it goes. Usually in alpine skiing, you have these blue and these red ones. And you have to go zigzag. So when you use like a blue, you have to go right, and red, you have to go left. So what people usually do in alpine skiing and like this is that you usually go zigzag and try to already corner before you go into it. And yeah, that gym test was it. That was it, guys. That was it. Very hard gym test, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it, but it was a bit too simple. Congratulations on completing the run. That was some of the best sliding I've ever seen. Almost like seeing Grusha in his prime again. Oh, you obviously passed the gym test with flying colors. Go let the receptionist know. Yeah, so that was the whole gym test. I don't know about you. I mean, I don't mind these mini games, but it was a bit too simple for my taste and very fast. The fastest. This is sort of like the final gym, and it's also the fastest gym test. Sure, I can go and talk to the receptionist and battle Grusha right away, but why would I? I don't want to do that. So instead, let's go a bit and battle a bit. So we already faced her last time. Let's do a little more other trainers to get some experience. That snow slope run was a bit too simplistic for my taste. It's probably will be a short episode anyways, because this was so easy, but let's find some trainers. Because while we didn't face any trainers in this snow slope run, perhaps some more trainers will show up and give us a bit of a challenge. Hopefully. Are there even any trainers here? I mean, this place is kind of barren and cold, but at least we can fly back to the Pokémon Center if we need to, so not like we have to worry about having to run up here again. And we don't even need to fly to jump down. We can just do like this. Scale down. We haven't been to this area. We came from the non-cold areas, right? Got Ether here. Here we got Revive. Always useful. Here's his Espatra. This is the one we faced up in the gym. A Terra type. And you know what we faced against Lucario, right? That was kind of bad. Level 75 Lucario. We are not even close to that. We find a wild outbreak of mashes of Honchcrow. That's kind of strange. Honchcrow is usually Pokemon you can never find in the wild. But yeah, most Pokemon that were really rare back in the days are now more common. Oh, I see a TM. Let's grab it. Fake Tears. It's a very good move, actually. It's a good sort of like... oh, low sweep as well. Also good TM. So, Fake Tears reduces special defense by 2, so it's a very good setup move to deal massive damage with special attacks. And low sweep is a good move. Oh, Chansey! I'm gonna fight you. And low sweep is a good fighting move, which also reduces speed. But Chansey is the Pokemon you always want to fight, because Chansey gives tons of XP. Close combat, just take it down quickly. Easy. Good XP, almost level up. So always when you face Chansey, you want to fight Chansey. Got a Carbos, which is an item that enhances speed. It says Pokémon Center down here. This is the center where we came from. Down in the cave area. There's an item here as well. Max potion. And this total has an item. Elixir. Another item here. It's Fire Spin. Fire Spin is a... it's okay, but I just find initial damage to be too bad. And the parry damage is not too strong to, I would say, benefit. It's really hard for me to really like find a spot to really use Fire Spin. There's a trainer. Thick fat is where it's at. Okay. My protected layer of fat keeps me nice and toasty even out in the cold. Well, he does have a point. I remember that myself. I was very overweight I was overweight some years ago before around the pandemic era. Then I lost a lot of weight in the pandemic. And now I'm rather slim. But I also know how it is now becoming slim. Is that I mean, I do kind of freeze easier in the winter. When I was overweight, I feel like I could take on the cold much easier. Close combat, good against Cacturn, because Cacturn is dual type grass and dark. Dark is weak to fighting. Cacturn gets exploited that way. So 50 Azumarill, our very first Pokemon in the 50s, hooray! Also earns Superpower. This is a very powerful move. Sure, it does reduce your attack and defense stat, but it's so powerful, much better than using Double Edge. And because of huge power, this one can deal massive damage. Now is Wug Trio. This is of course the Wiglet's evolutional form, Wug Trio, water type. So let's give some love to other Pokemon. Let's give... Actually, never mind. We are talking about using electric type. Let's just stick with Pokemon then. Let's use Spark. Oh yeah. So Wug Trio is fast, but low HP is kind of low and defense kind of low. That's why it's easy to exploit. 49 on Skeledirge. Being nice and toasty didn't help me win. Yeah, I guess. But even though, of course, I freeze more in the winter, I don't really regret it. Sure, the only negative thing as well is that I have to shop so many new clothes. Like all my clothes I had in my closet, I had to give away, or I put in these. We have these bins at home where you can donate clothes that you don't use anymore. I did that to pretty much all my clothing, and I bought a lot of new clothes. Carolina the Artist next. She's a pretty unique look. With Florges. Florges we faced off against the Alphanada Gym. The Florges was a Psychic type when we faced it up because it was a Psychic type Terra type. But originally, Florges is not a Psychic type, it's actually a Fairy type. Which actually is bad for us. Because Florges is super effective against fighting types. Come with Mr. Terrain. Won't really have much effect for Florges. It doesn't really matter for us. 51 now on Pawmot. Next up is Bruxish. Bruxish is dual type water and psychic. So we can do this in multiple ways if we want to. Let's see. Let's just use Bramblegast again. I think Bramblegast deserves some love after showing off how strong he is in the gym that we had. And Bruxish. Bruxish is generation number 7. It's a dual type water and psychic. It has a very unique ability which causes it to be immune to all priority moves, like quick attack and all that. It does have some moves like Crunch, which is super effective against Bramblegast, but I'm so much faster. Panther Force comes in, one hit KO. Yeah, I really like Bramblegast. Not too tanky, but It's fast and pretty high attack. We have one more Pokemon though, Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is a unique Pokemon. It's a dual type Dark and Fairy type. Yeah, Dark and Fairy, that's a really weird combination. Dark and Fairy. It only has a few weaknesses, but some of them can be nasty. For example, it's weak to Steel. Let's see what Grimmsnarl has to offer us. Garganical. Here comes Grimmsnarl from generation number 8. Dual type Fairy and Dark, which is very unique. Go with Heavy Slam. Torment. This causes us to not be able to use the same move twice in a row. Oh wow, almost KO. But Grimmsnarl survives. No problem though, we can only hit it one more time. Hammer Arm is neutral damage here. Fairy is resistant to fighting, but Dark is weak. Sucker Punch, with a Dark move, which always will attack if the opponent. Will always go first if the opponent uses a damaging move as well. But if you do miss, I mean, if the opponent doesn't use a damaging move, then Sucker Punch will not work. Nasty Plot, a very good move. It increases special attack by 2. And that won't work when Rock Slide hits, and Grimmsnarl is gonna go down. Oh, we'll learn Earthquake now with Clothesire. Finally, a very powerful move. Earthquake is one of the best ground-type physical moves in the game. It's better than Dig. Even though Dig can be useful because you can dig around, and especially if you're using Toxic, it can be very useful because you can have Toxic turn more turns, but yeah, I like Earthquake more. That last move of yours was pure art. Rock Slide was pure art? I'm not really sure about that. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Enough fun anyways, let's go back to the Pokemon Center. So, next episode guys, we're gonna go one-on-one with Grusha, the gym leader of Glaseado Gym. We defeat him, and we'll have earned a 8th and final gym badge. But we won't be done by then, we also have 3 more objectives to do, 2 Team Star battles, and 1 Titan Pokemon. And they will be having Pokemon in their 50s, even though we're getting into our 50s ourselves. But they will be more interesting to fight, for sure. How interesting? We'll find out, but first and foremost, we have a gym battle to take on first. Grusha is next. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. That's good for now. See you next time as my journey in Pokemon Violet continues.